What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my 3-4 stack shake blitz, or shake scheme, I should say. And we're going to start with the play Sam Crash 3. Now, this is a simple three-man rush that is either going to come A-gap or outside on the right side of the field. This play in particular is simply an instant replay of it coming A-gap. So we're shaking, and depending on when they hike the ball, that will depend on who's going to come free. In most cases, it's going to be the guy that is looping the linebacker. In this case, Robert Quinn, that you see looping out wide. But sometimes it will come A-gap just like this, depending on, as I mentioned, when they hike the ball. So now into the actual play and the setup. The way to shake out of this formation is a lot different than others. You actually got to do quite a few things before you simply shake and baseline or shake and loose coverage, shake press, whatever you want to do. But Sam Crash 3 is the play. And this will come in versus shotgun, single back pistol, doesn't matter. It does a great job against the run as well. But in order to do so, in order to shake, you have to shift the linebackers to the left and spread the defensive line. Now, in order to actually get the most consistent shake, or the most consistent blitz, I should say, you want to crash the defensive line out. And what that does, oddly enough, is it makes this defensive end crash down. And then afterwards, we're going to re-blitz the D tackle on the right, and then we're going to zone out the guys on the left. So you'll have a setup that looks similar to this. Then we're going to play on either the free safety or the strong safety, doesn't really matter. And you're going to simply show blitz, and you could back off coverage, you could show blitz and baseline, you could show blitz and press, pretty much whatever you want to do. I typically show blitz and baseline because I tend not to get beat deep that way. So it'll look very similar to this right here. So I'm going to go ahead and hike the ball. And as you see here, this is what typically happens, is you'll get that looping linebacker to pretty much come in free. Go back to instant replay, and you'll see that the guy crashing down occupies that tackle, allowing the linebacker to come in free. Now in this case, I'm drifting to the left, which allows the tackle to get a piece of him. But since he's essentially turboed from the shake, he'll never actually hold that block for more than a split second. So, simple three-man rush that once again gets great pressure. If you go ahead and set up one more time, since I know it's kind of confusing, you're going to base a line, shift linebackers to the left, spread the defensive line, re-blitz the defensive tackle on the right, and then zone out the defensive tackle and the outside and the linebacker that is on this left-hand side. So after that, you can show blitz and pretty much do the shake concept. And ideally, you want to hike, or you want your opponent to hike the ball when that defensive end right here is outside of the tackle. Now, sometimes you won't be able to, sometimes it won't be as consistent, but it'll still be damn good. And as you see here, same scenario happened. The guy actually got his hands on him, but with the turbo and that large looping angle that he takes, he's simply going to just swim right past his guy and have amazing pressure, even when they do get their hands on him. So that is that. And in the next video, I will show you how to bring dual pressure. I'm going to run it one more time right here. Actually, I'm going to show you don't have to put this linebacker into, I'll reset the play. You don't have to put him into any sort of a zone. So you could leave him on his outside looping angle as well, and you'll still get great pressure from that guy as well. So I'm going to go ahead. I've screwed up this shake. So I'm going to call timeout, do it one more time, then we'll move on to the next video. So Sam Crash 3. Spread, crash the defensive line, base the line, shift linebackers left, re-blitz defensive tackle on the right, spy or zone the defensive tackle that is on the left, and then shake. And what's going to happen is you will get great pressure. Um, and you see you got the A gap right there, but you also get the turbo from the guy that is on the left on his little outside looping angle. So he will be able to stop a lot of rollouts if your opponent tries to get outside and avoid the rush to the right. So nice little play. I've had a lot of success with this because it does pretty much come every time, whether it be A gap or outside, and it's a simple 3-4 man rush depending on your setup. And now once we mix in the other heavy blitzing part of this scheme, we can really lock down our opponent. So on to the 6-man setup.